another edition of Time Pass for the New Indian Express. I have with me Sonu Sood, possibly the most celebrated person and the biggest hero of our times. He's won hearts, minds, and really won a huge new following all across the country for the wonderful work he's been doing for migrants, whom he doesn't like to be called migrants, I may make clear, because they're one of us. I think all of us are migrants at the end of the day. Sonu, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. And as usual, you were with a family of who'd come from Andhra Pradesh, and you just resolved something. Tell us about it before we start.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. I just got to know there's a family of four, mother, father, daughter and son. They came from Andhra in the morning at 6 a.m. And it seems they were, at my building, which I just got to know. And the son wanted to get admission in an engineering college, and their parents didn't have the money to get him admitted. And the mother was crying, and she was depressed because the only son can't study, and he said, don't worry, you just go back to Hyderabad, I'll get the admission sorted tomorrow, and you will be able to join to your college, and don't worry about the fees and all, it will be done. So they were very happy, and I'm glad that, I can bring a little change in their lives. It's okay.
So, no, how are you doing it? I mean, it's there are only 24 hours in a human being's life, right? You know that. How are you managing to be in touch with everyone, to also help everyone? And yet, of course, yesterday it was very cool when you told that kid, was it yesterday when you said, if you, instead of the PS4, why don't you buy some books and read them?
Yeah. So, I know, Kaveree, that people are trying to get in touch with me, 24/7. Recently, I started this evacuation of international passengers who are stuck in different parts like Kyrgyzstan, Uzbekistan, Moscow, Manila, and all these places. So, the timelines are different. So I try to get in touch with those ambassadors, embassies. In the night, I'm again occupied getting in touch with all these students, some Zoom calls to assure them, okay, you will get back to your families. The daytime goes organizing people. A lot of people are going from India to other parts of the world. So yeah, now it's a kind of a responsibility that's riding on my shoulders, which directs me to be on my toes always, because there's someone somewhere waiting for some kind of help, some kind of need. So I don't know how it's happening. I was not trained. I never planned this, but with the kind of responsibility that I've got, again, I think Almighty has given me that kind of energy and power also to handle this. So so far, so good, yeah.
But it's amazing. How do you decide, Sonu? For instance, what catches your eye? That picture, for instance, where those two girls were carrying the plow, and you said that's not what they should be doing. They should be studying, and you sent a tractor. What moves you?
I would say there's a tinkle that happens. When I see a visual, when I see a tweet, when I see a message, when I meet a person in if they come to my place, or I get connected with someone somewhere in any part of the country, there's a tinkle that happens. Okay, this is right. They are genuinely in need of money. They are genuinely in need of some kind of help. So I follow those instincts, and I just make that happen. In last 120 days, I've realized, Kaveree, there's so much of sorrows. There's so much of poverty in our country that everyone needs some kind of help or an assurance that, okay, don't worry, I'm there for you. And I tell all my friends, I said, all these years of our lives we have wasted not doing anything. Okay, we did our part. We were doing our bits, but I feel that every single day you should at least have 15 minutes of your day to do something right in your life. Do help someone in whatever little means you can. So I feel, then we will have a better world to live in. There's so much of need that is there in this world. And I realize that when I get 600, 700 mails every 6 hours, 7 hours, thousands of messages on my social media, and I miss those, like from past 3-4 hours, I've been trying to solve few things, but I know in these 4 hours, there will be hundreds of requests on my timeline. So I don't want to miss a genuine one. Okay, someone really needs. And I sometimes just see those messages, my dad is very, very serious. I remember, there was a girl in Patna. The dad was very serious, and she was messaging me on Twitter back to back. Please save him. We have a plasma donor, but we need an admission in AIMS Patna. So it's not happening. So then I spoke to the DM. He was trying. Then the DM got affected corona, so he got into quarantine. But somehow today I got that admission done in the morning, and she was
Wow.
very happy. She said, I'm now we got this admission, and my dad is in the safe hands. So like I said, you never know if you're late in responding. I don't want anyone to suffer. So continuously I'm on it, and I don't know how long I can be on it, but I want this to continue forever.
But Sonu, it must be emotionally very exhausting as well. No, not just physically, but emotionally, because so many people are investing so much of their lives in you. How does it feel?
It's a different experience. I get loads of letters every day. I get mails I can't check because there's so much of rush.
Yeah.
I tell my family members, okay, now this is your duty to go through all those letters.
Oh,
Just
good.
go.
So you put them to work.
Yeah, I put them to work. I say you just go through them and find the right ones. And just see. You feel okay. This one is a genuine needy one. Just shortlist and just share with me. I got people following the medical cases, those medical cases. And Kaveree, the sad part is there are some people who are doing well in their lives, suddenly because of this thing, and they are not in a position to ask for a ration for 2 months or ask for any kind of help. But I know that they need it. Medicines, can't. I've opened accounts in different medicine shops. Okay, boss, whatever medicine you need, just give us. I'm not going to pay you money for that because I don't want them to misuse it. Give me the list of medicines and they'll be delivered at your home. So we have these accounts at medical shops. Ask for medicines, you will be given. So
Really?
I'm doing these
Is
bits
that all across India or in particular cities?
all across India. All across India. We have I've tied up with few very big medicine shops who have otherwise we couriered them also.
Yeah.
There were a lot of my assistant directors when I did movies and also they were not doing well. They had their family problems and all, so they shared, "Sir, medicines ka bahut problem hai." So I couriered them to Andhra, to Chennai, and all these places and all. So I think medicines are one of the very important very important need which everyone needs, especially for the parents and also. I've slowly planned. I was not trained to do it, but slowly it's getting programmed.
So you're slowly dividing the work among various people. Good.
That's right.
Because otherwise, one person, it's not possible to handle all these cases. It's impossible.
And Gavi, I don't know most of the people who are working with me. I haven't met them in my life. I never knew them. There was someone who said, "Yeah, I'm calling from Kanpur. I live in Assam. I can be any help." I said, "Just follow my tweets. If I forward you a link of a tweet, just try to find the authenticity." Yeah. Okay. This guy is in Calcutta, in Jalpaiguri, and all these small interiors. So they'll find the authenticity of that person, and then they'll get back to me. Okay, yaar, ye genuine hai, chalo bana do, iske liye kaam kar rahe hain. Like that.
So in a way, crowdsource कर दिया आपने थोड़ा बहुत. Otherwise, एक आदमी के लिए तो बहुत ही मुश्किल है.
It's impossible, I mean, it's not possible. Like when we had sent these thousands of migrants every day, and the number is more than 1.5, close to that 1.5 lakh people we have sent.
1.5 lakh.
Yeah, and imagine, when you get 60,000-70,000 requests every second day. So how to maintain those numbers, those records when you don't know them in person, when you haven't met them in person? They come with loads and loads of stuff from their places, and they are sitting at the station with little kids, newborns. They want to go back. They know that Sonu has promised, and he'll come to the station or to the bus stop and send us back to their homes. And when you land there, you have these eyes looking at you, ki sir, aaj ghar bhej do, vera hum aaj reh to nahi jayenge. And then you make sure that whether it's 2 a.m. in the morning, but you have to send them all back to their loved ones. And I can tell you that the feeling of seeing them off is the most special feeling in my life. I haven't enjoyed giving a blockbuster of 200 crores, being a part of a movie like that. But when I see a bus or a train going and those smiles on their faces, I think this is what life is.